camera stopped recording on me. Anyway, I've got some branches crossing here. I don't really, okay, no, maybe the wind did that. Those are not crossing anymore, but they're going in some odd directions. So I don't want anything going inward. The nursery looks like did a pretty good job of keeping these pruned. I took this one off here that was running towards this way. And I think in a week or two, I'm going to take these out to the farm. I've got a spot where I want to get a small orchard started. And I think I'm going to leave these as they are right now. They're looking pretty good. Let me get this a little bit closer to the branch collar. Not sure what's going on here, but we'll leave that for now. This bud is growing inward, but I'm not sure if that's going to be a branching bud or a fruiting bud, so I'm going to leave it and learn, see what happens with it, and then, you know, we can always prune it more next year. These look pretty good right now. Yeah, we'll leave that. We'll leave that just like it is and see how these branch out. And I'll clean them up next year when it comes time. So hopefully we've got some fruiting buds on here. Let's see if I can find some. They're just starting to bud. And I got some older buds that might produce some fruit this year. Here's one right here. I think it might be a fruiting bud. Hopefully this one right here. Oops. Hopefully that will be a fruiting bud. My daughter's already asked, are we gonna get fruit off it this year? Are we gonna get fruit? I said, yeah, I think so. I think we will. It looks like we have enough fruiting buds on here to get a few apples. Definitely that one. That's a nice bud. This looks like a nice big fat bud. And this is the Honeycrisp over here. I need to do a better job of getting these cuts down to the closer to the stem. So again, it's my first time pruning trees, the fruit trees, but fortunately it looks like the orchard did a pretty good job. This branch is that's about as low as I'm going to want to branch. It's actually right at 2 feet, a little bit higher. I dug some really deep trenches for these, buried them in their pots and all. They're still in their pots, mulched the heck out of them. And as soon as maple season is over, I'm going to dig these up and take them out to the farm. I've got a spot for them. And let's see, we got some budding. Yeah, it looks like we got some fruit buds on this tree also. I'm guessing, let's see, yeah, some of these look like they might be fruit buds. So we might get some apples this year off of these little guys. Got these from a local nursery, very tail end of the season. And they were dirt cheap. They were like 70% off. They're the last few trees out in the lot, and I couldn't believe that I was able to pick up a Honeycrisp. It was like 30 bucks. And what is that, 7 foot tall? That one's even taller. Again, I got 2 trees for the price of one. They were about $65–70 each. So I got 2 trees for about 60 bucks. So be frugal. You can put yourself a nice orchard together for next to nothing if you're patient and get the deals at the nursery. So again, these are buried in the pots. These are in the pots, mulched down real deep and heavy just in case there was a heavy freeze this year, but there wasn't. And as soon as maple season is over, these guys are going to go in. I got a spot picked out for them out on the farm. Something a little bit out of the way for now that doesn't get mowed. We'll see if we can't get our orchard started out there. So this little bit of backyard farming, this is what I do, this is what I like to do. And so got some apple trees going. Tomorrow or the next day we'll get some chicks. And in about 6 weeks or so we'll have some chicks running around in the coop again. And of course the arch for cooking. We're going to have a warm week this week. I expect a lot of sap So I might do another maple sap video. We've collected about 160 gallons of sap so far. I've got 7 gallons of nearly finished syrup in the fridge. My intent is to combine all of the different parts of the season toward the end to get a full flavor profile on the syrup, and see if that's possible and get it all finished up at once. The early part of the season, the sap has a real vanilla-y flavor. It's just awesome. And as it goes on, it's a little bit darker in the middle of the season, and toward the end of the season, it's a very dark syrup. It has a heavy maple flavor. So I want to combine everything and get a full flavor profile. That's looking kind of ugly right now, all torched and not burning. But we're going to put it into work probably tomorrow or the next day. And hopefully this is not the end. I was hoping to get up to about 10 gallons of syrup this year, and we're well over halfway there. Thanks for watching. See ya.